All right, guys, finishing up our resistance band series, I'm gonna put you guys through a total body athletic enhancement or speed enhancement workout. And I have a bunch of different setups. I'm gonna go through all the setups first, kind of talk about the exercises, and then we'll just finish up and I'll talk about our rep schemes too. So with this setup, I have two heavier bands, daisy chained together. So all I did is I looped the band through. I found a post or a pole, did the same thing at the end here. And then at the end of the band, I have a band that's loose. I'm just gonna put this through, and this is gonna create my harness, which I'll show you guys when I start demoing the move. Being a little clunky with it now, it's pretty simple to get into. You just toss it around the side. And it creates a nice, easy harness. And there's a lot you can do from this position. Next setup, this is going to be for banded rotations, or some people call these wood choppers. We'll adjust the heights on these. Again, I just loop the band here. Same type of thing here. I have this set up for some resisted punches. This setup, I daisy chain two lighter bands together. So I just loop this around the post, loop this into this band, and I'm gonna do some banded broad jumps here. On this, I took a mini band, looped this around a low post, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do resisted burpees in this one, okay? So next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go through the circuit and we are going to learn how to execute these movements. So the first one, on this big setup, we are gonna do resisted sprint starts. So all I'm gonna do is get into this harness that I've created with the band. Walk it out until there's just a touch of tension on it. Now, I ideally wouldn't be doing this in loose gravel, but that's just where we ended up. I'm gonna lean forward. All I'm gonna do is get a sprint start. As soon as it gets tight, walk it back. Get a nice little lean forward, sprint start, walk it back. We're gonna perform 8 to 10 reps of that. If we lose any explosiveness, shut it down right there. So we wanna maintain explosiveness through this whole thing. Next one, banded broad jumps. I'm gonna go ahead, loop this around my waist. I'm gonna walk out again until there's a little bit of tension. I'm gonna hinge at the hips. I'm gonna throw my hands back. I'm gonna explode forward, jump. Go ahead and walk that back. Throw those hands back, jump, walk back. Again, 8 to 10 reps. We wanna keep all of these nice and explosive. Next movement, banded burpees. I'm gonna go ahead and step into this setup. I'm gonna loop these right over my feet just like this. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the ground. I'm gonna get flat to the deck. Where the band comes into play, once I've got flat to the deck, I'm gonna snap my feet up towards my hands, land in an athletic position, and then stand. I'm gonna throw my feet back, drop back down, snap up, stand. Now, if your feet start to drag and you're not able to pop back up, shut it down right there. We want good form and technique on all these burpees. As soon as we lose that explosiveness and it starts to turn into a grind and more of a heavy breather, we want to go ahead and shut that down. That's not the purpose of today's workout. Everything is meant to be explosive and snappy. So from here, we're going to move into the little upper body portion of this. I love this whole workout for CrossFitters because we are getting into some moves here that we don't typically hit in CrossFit workouts. This one, a lot of rotational work we're not gonna see too often because it's hard to score. You can't really score things where you're just rotating and moving around this way. We're gonna do 3 different directions of rotations. I'm gonna go ahead and take my hand in here just like this. I'm gonna lock my arm out. I'm gonna go ahead and put my opposite arm out. This is on my right side, so my right hand's grabbing it. Left hand's coming over my right hand. I'm going from high to low on this, and with my right leg, so the same side that the band's on, I'm gonna squish the bug on the way down. We're looking for explosive, fast twists here. About 15 to 20 reps. We'll then move it down to a middle position, so more of a neutral position on this twist. Again, squishing the bug with that rear foot. And then I'm going to move it down from a low to high. Same concept with that rear foot. (15 to 20 reps in every direction on both sides. Last movement is just a resisted punch. I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to bring it up, right up here towards my chin. I'm going to lead with my left leg. I'm going to twist with my hips and again squish the bug with that rear foot. Press out, bring it back, and we're throwing that in a straight line. This is a total body movement. You will feel this in your triceps, but it's just a total body rotation. Everything moving forward. I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides, switch stances here. So I'm going southpaw now. I'm bringing this up to my left side and then just twisting forward. 15 to 20 reps. Again, if you feel like you're losing explosiveness, shut it down right there, move on to the next movement. So that's the whole circuit. We want to move through this whole circuit about 3 to 4 times. Somewhere in that 3 to 4 range. You might start with this, do it 3 times. If you feel really fresh, add another round. If you do this for a while, feel really fresh, you can do it up to 5 times. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.